All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Different Tab Podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm on my boys, Teef, Zay, and Max. Y'all say what's up?
Yo.
What's up, guys?
I was glad to have Zay back on the pod, man. It feels like it's been like 2 months.
So
it has been.
Russell Westbrook, he took like a 2-3 week break from basketball. I'm a Russ fan now. He's back playing basketball and back on.
Okay. Alrighty.
He's not playing much. He's not playing much. My bad. He ain't playing much, Zay.
What are you?
Nigga he ain't played in the fourth quarter. He ain't played in the fourth quarter last game.
LeBron playing? Hold on. LeBron ain't gonna play for the next 3 weeks.
That's just weird. That's weird.
That's what we talking about.
That's weird. That's weird. That's toxic. That's really toxic, bro.
LeBron gonna play for.
He'll be playing in April. So yeah. But anyways.
You don't believe that? You think AD string clothes is gonna lead the Lakers to the play-in? We're
gonna talk about that later. But yeah, we will be playing in April when it matters. But yeah, I'm feeling good though.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Latif. No, we're not.
I'm gonna say we. I don't
your belief. No, your belief in LeBron and the Lakers has been a roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster, man. I'm not gonna lie. I would take complete confidence. I'm the only person I feel like who's stuck in belief with the Lakers. I still got some belief left, not much, but I still got some belief. You were no, they're dead. Oh, they're back and they're dead.
What this podcast has showed me, fuck up, Chief. What this podcast has showed me is that Chief is not a real fan. And I'm glad that the people in TikTok, I'm glad the people on TikTok are noticing that this dude doesn't watch basketball. He doesn't watch his so-called favorite team. He doesn't watch any teams. Chief just talks. So I'm glad everybody else is seeing it.
Quick thing. Shout out everyone who comments on the TikToks. Some of those have been super funny. Some of those have been insightful. The people who come on the TikToks, whether it's me, Latif, Jaden, whoever responds to our comments, I appreciate all you guys in the comments trying to get some just get some attention and get some get some of your insights out. Some of you guys are funny as hell.
Anyways, first of all, we're not gonna keep this. We're not gonna keep doing. Saying I can't say we. I can say what the fuck I want.
Someone's upset.
I can say we. I'm a LeBron fan, so wherever he goes, I go. First of all, I watch more basketball. Everybody on here. So that's one. Two. I may have got carried away with the Jalen Green take. I gotta say that because that was kind of crazy, and the Russell Westbrook one. So those two, I got carried away. I admit that. Yes.
I respect that.
I thank you for apologizing, bitch.
All right. It seems like we built up a lot of momentum going into this episode. So I just want to cut the chit chat, just get into the episode. So first we got Dame dropping 71 against the Rockets. Just tell me your reaction to that.
Crazy.
It was against the Rockets. I'll with a grain of salt.
I'll hop in first. I'll hop in first. His obviously scoring's up in the league a lot this season, but his little scoring run he's been on, I think it's in the past since January he's got 9 games above 40, and that's one with 50, one with 60, one with 70 or something. It's some crazy stat like that. Obviously been scoring an insane amount, but a lot of people have been you got 2 players score 71 in the season. At the end of the day, he's doing it for the Portland Trailblazers, so no one really gives a shit in the long run. Nice. It's cool. It's really good. That's Dame's talking a lot about this. You see him in the media talking about rings. And you see, I don't think he called out Russ, but he basically said how Russ tried to ring chase, and now his name gets tarnished, even though he's still a Hall of Fame. You know what I mean?
I've seen that shit, which is kind of fucked up because he literally got traded from every team. So I didn't understand.
It wasn't really.
No, he was saying he should have stayed at OKC. He basically saying he should.
But
that wasn't his decision.
Yes, it was. He could have stayed at OKC if he would want to. Yes, he could have stayed at OKC.
No, he couldn't, bro. The Trailblazers literally broke that team up.
I'm talking about. Okay. Go ahead.
But also,
so I didn't get that. He was acting like he was signing with other teams.
That was a bad example because for me, it was a bad example. He used the worst player to get the worst situation to say why he shouldn't do that. But you can go to find other guys like LeBron in his first tenure in Cleveland, LeBron in his second tenure in Cleveland when it was clear all right, he can't win another chip. LeBron in Miami when Wade and Bosh were getting all these led to better situations. Kawhi on the Spurs, Tim Duncan and Manu. Then he went to the Raptors. All right, Raptors thing now it's the Clippers. You could have just used that.
But respectfully, I'm sorry, Dame is not on the level as LeBron and Kawhi.
Oh, I'm not saying he is.
No, I get it. I'm just saying Dame is not going to go to a team and win you a champ. Dame's not going to be your number one.
But he could definitely he could definitely, if he did get traded, he could definitely make any team a championship contender. If he was traded to the Clippers before Russ got there, if he was traded to the Lakers, if he was traded.
Any team is debatable. Any team is debatable, but
obviously,
there are a lot of teams.
Yeah, I don't. No, I think he could be a first option with a really, really good second option, like a really, really good second option.
Okay, I agree with that.
Because I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Jaylen Brown and Dame Lillard win you a ring.
I said,
like, I'm thinking of best second options.
Really good second option would be better than him.
Davis on a team, if you have AD and Dame on a team, I think AD is better than Dame.
Okay. So I get what you're saying. I just think that
I don't know who you're going to throw on a team and be like, yes, this guy is going to. I think once you start having second pieces who are going to put that team over the top, Dame is not your best player anymore.
I think I think my point in just saying was that he could definitely have better opportunities in Portland to win the championship. So that was just a dumb thing to say or about Russ and about. Yeah. And also the thing about Russ is, regardless of what you want to say, he's on the Clippers. He has a better chance of winning a ring this year than Dame. And it's not like, obviously he hasn't yet or whatever, but at the end of the day,
100%. Yeah, it's so much of a better chance.
He has a better chance of, like, what is that really? When he was on Houston, they were a really good team. Then he got injured in the bubble. They had a decent chance. Wizards, I guess, no. But then he was playing with LeBron and AD for 2 seasons. He had a much better chance. Russell Westbrook has dang near always had a better chance to win a championship. Obviously, he hasn't got it done, but that was just a bad example of, like, oh, Russ hasn't won a championship yet, so it's not the best situation. Team hop. But at the end of the day, most of the time, Russ is competing later than Dame. So that was just I don't know. That was a bad example.
Going back to what Teef said in the beginning, where you're like you're kind of like downplaying his 71 because it was against the Rockets. First off, 71 is crazy. I understand. I'm saying 71 is crazy. Either if you're doing it against the Rockets, fucking Shanghai Sharks, 71 is crazy. And the fashion that he was doing he was coming up the court.
Jimmy Fredette did put up like 71 against the Shanghai, or when he was on the Shanghai Sharks. So that's a little bit of a stretch, but the same.
Anywho, 71
in the league, yes,
still an amazing feat. And then just the fashion that he was doing it in, coming up full shot clock, just coming up the court, fucking draining threes from half court, shit like that. Like it was just a joy to see. When you look at fucking everybody talks about the defense that the Rockets played. When unfortunately I wasn't watching the game. I was watching the Clippers.
Thank you for admitting that, by the way. You know.
Yeah, I'm not Teef. But I was watching the Clippers and the Nuggets. But when I look back at the highlights and shit like that, like he was making some tough shots. Like the Rockets weren't playing terrible. If you 71 is bad, but they weren't playing terrible defense. Maybe could they have like changed up the scheme things or I don't know.
How about double team him? That's all you got to do.
Hold on. So like I wasn't watching the game either, Jay. I'm with you on that one. But when I saw he had 41 at half, right? And then they were up by like 15, I think. So I checked the third quarter, and it was like 5 minutes into the third, he had 0 points. So like, was Chauncey trying to like stop him from scoring, or was he just not hitting? Like, were they up so much where he was benched? Like, I didn't watch the game.
I don't know. The game was still relatively close.
I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch the game, but he didn't bench him. I think
could he have gone for 80?
Dame wasn't. I don't think Dame was going for like a 100 or like 80 like Kobe or like that. He was just playing in the flow of the game. But as far as the defensive point Jaden made, first of all, Sengun was in drop coverage the whole time. He was getting killed in pick and roll. Sengun is not really good on defense. So
he was 100.
Like, he's like Jokic. He's good on offense.
So you say Sengun is not a winning basketball player?
Hey, we'll get into that. We'll get into that later. But anyways, I feel like if they really wanted to, they could have double teamed Dame. But it's the Rockets, and Steven Silas is a terrible coach. But I think it does hold a lot of weight because first of all, it was in regulation. Donovan Mitchell's 71 was in overtime, so he got extra minutes to do that. But it was against a better team.
I'm pretty sure Dame only played like 39, right?
Huh?
I'm pretty sure Dame only played 39 minutes, right?
Yeah, he didn't play the whole game either. So it was. So he.
I
don't think he was.
I feel like.
I don't think he was like hunting for records though.
I was gonna say I think if he was, I think there's a good chance he passes 80 after halftime if he just started floating it and he was just like I'm going to. Like, I don't think only person who I actually believe out of these 70-point games, I don't think Donovan did. I think his game went to overtime. It happened to happen. D-Book. If he was acting like D-Book when he did it in like 2015, whenever that was, he would have put up 80. I won't even lie.
Yeah, he could have definitely went higher though.
Points, like,
I just feel like it was in the Florida game. He was taking some crazy shots, but those are
that's
shots.
Yeah.
Those are Dame-like shots. Like that's shots Dame take.
And he was just hot too. He was like 13 for 20 from the 3-point line, which is, great. That's beautiful.
I've been seeing this on Twitter.
I got a question, guys. Can I ask a question quick? I see it later in our topics, obviously, but I'm kind of curious about as we're talking about him scoring. Whatever. Who would you guys want to see like play next to him? Like with him scoring 71, like what kind of option, if you could put him with any superstar, like what kind of skill set do you want to see either him leave or like Portland try and add? You know what I mean? Like, do you want Jokic to distribute him the ball? Do you want like a Giannis to play deep? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of player would you think that Dame could go for 100 with, just strictly based on his scoring the basketball?
Not about him scoring the basketball, but I'd rather like talk about him winning a championship because that's the only thing he don't have any MVPs or anything like that. But
he's not gonna win on Portland. He's not gonna win on
Portland. Of course he's not gonna win on Portland. So
like
I want to see Dame. I don't think he's gonna leave Portland because he's so loyal, but I would want to see him on the Bucks.
That's loyal, my ass.
I was gonna say that. I think him and Giannis would
him and Giannis would be crazy, bro. You could run a pick and roll with Giannis, dive into the paint off that,
and Dame.
And I just feel like they could probably still keep Drew somehow. So a backcourt with Drew Holiday and Dame Lillard with Giannis will be lethal. That's definitely a championship winning team.
So Latif, would you keep if he goes there, right? If you trade would you trade Chris Middleton, years of first round picks, you don't have much youth, but you try and keep I don't even know if you could keep Drew. But if you kept a guy like Brook Lopez, would you try and build a 5 with Brook, Giannis, and Dame? Like if you're running a pick and roll, like and you have Giannis come up to set the screen, where's Brook Lopez in that picture? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
Brook you have him just shooting a corner 3 spot up.
Yes,
that nigga Splash Mountain, bro. Like,
all right,
he can shoot threes.
That's what they were calling that nigga.
He would literally be in the corner.
I believe you, but
is that his nickname? I didn't know that thing.
Yeah, they was call him that. He would just be in the corner. That team could work very well. I don't think it will happen, but potentially Milwaukee could lose this.
They have to give up everything. They'd have to give up everything.
Of course,
like,
but
Portland's gonna want so much.
Yeah, they would want like a lot of draft compensation, but also I think they would trade him there because like it's Dame and he's been loyal to the soil. So I feel like they would grant his wish, and it's not in the West, so it would definitely.
But is that his wish at this point? At this point, I think he went too far in an argument to say that he's loyal to just go back. I think that's what it is. I think it's just like
they can paint it like the Portland Trails are going to rebuild, and so they wanted to move him. That's how they could just paint it like that. It ain't that hard. Just say like, we're looking to rebuild, and probably around Fernie Simons and Shaedon Sharp. But
the worst thing about this day in NBA, you can't even say a team like ruined a player's career because he had so many opportunities to leave. If he did not want to be on Portland, he didn't have to be on Portland. So like obviously like before it was like, all right, if a player does this, the team at the end of the day, it was like a team's league. It was the owner's league. Now and today, bro, if you don't want to play for a team, bro, it's as simple as it's literally as simple as just not suiting up and not playing for a team. And people might look at it, but Damon also doesn't even realize. He takes it as a diss when people say he should leave for whatever reason I don't get. Like he takes it as an insult when people are just like, bro, we recognize how good you are at basketball. We want to see you compete in a playoff with an actual chance to win a ring. And he's just like, nah, man, I'm not leaving. And he takes it as like an insult. It's like, I don't know. It's just weird to me.
He really want that money. That's what it's really about, bro. Like for real.
Nah, I don't think he's actually loyal. Bradley Beal is a nigga who just wants money. That nigga actually makes me mad because he tries to make it seem like it's not about the money when you can clearly tell it's about the money.
What makes you say that though?
I think Dame like.
I don't fuck with Brad Beal.
What makes you say that? That he just it's about the money. What makes you say that? Like what did he showed you to make you?
Bro, he says that. Did you see the interview that it was either with Gil or it was with JJ Redick? But he was like, "Oh, I love the direction of this team. I'm playing with one of the best centers I've ever played with in Kristaps Porzingis. I love who did he bring? Will, like nigga, what are you talking about? I get Kristaps Porzingis, but bro, come on, like you're not winning a team with you. He said Kyle Kuzma is developing, which is cool. Kyle Kuzma doesn't even want to be there. I don't think so. So what are we talking about? That's clearly he's money hunting, bro.
Dude, I think with Dame.
You think Dame?
I think with Dame, like you see it.
You think Dame really believe that?
I think Dame like.
I don't think
I
it's
think
Dame
Dame
thinking he
doesn't
can
want to give
compete,
up
but
on it.
yeah,
Dame went to Weber State. He went to a small school and tried to build it up. Like his whole thing is like I think he'd be pissed off at himself if he left. You know what I mean? He would think like mentally he gave up on them. But like he's not. He's putting his heart and soul into that team. I just feel
they're
like
two different mindsets. Like Dame is, I agree with you, Max. Like Dame is like, all right,
I agree.
I'll
Two
stick
different.
it out and shit like that. Bradley Beal is acting as if they have the pieces to go to the finals or get a ring or some shit. When that's obviously not.
I don't know.
Also,
I feel like it's like
I was gonna say.
feel
Also,
like it's.
You go.
Sorry, I was saying if the Orlando Magic threw the Supermax at Bradley Beal, he'd be there. I think. I don't know, but like I love Bradley Beal. I love Bradley Beal as a basketball player. I'm just saying, like I don't think Dame would.
The Wizards could pay him the most money. That's why he stayed. The Wizards can pay him the most money.
I get you.
He got the initial bag from the Wizards, the most he can ever get, and then he's gonna probably ask for a trade in the offseason so he can go to an actual contender. But the Wizards,
he's not going to, bro.
He also said he didn't have a lot of options. He said he didn't have a lot of options.
Bro, also
like,
the thing about this, he literally had a player option this year that he could have just declined and he would have been Raps. He had so many chances to just leave. And also, Dame has somewhat tasted success with Portland. They went to the conference finals. They've had some tough.
Those early Washington teams though were decent. Those early Washington teams, I get it.
2014 though, that's not the same.
He had some success of winning a playoff. I get it. Portland went to that Western Conference Finals that one year, but like I don't know, like that John Wall and Bradley Beal team. First of all, they would not have beat that Cavs team. We're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that with what John Wall said. But no, like that team had some success. They were winning back. It was like remember that one game. The one.
I understand. I'm just saying. I remember. I'm just saying. At least with Dame, he's somewhat tastes that success. He's like, oh, I can get here. The closest Bill has been is like a second round series 8 years ago with John Wall. It's not the same whatsoever.
I guess it's like it's also just like, I mean, Bradley Beal. I think I like Bradley Beal, but like he's not playing amazing basketball. He's not playing amazing basketball right now. He's putting up an average year and is right. He's got the Supermax. He's putting up what 20 points a game, right? Like Dame is
his best year.
Dame's got all this. Dame's like I just think like Dame is fighting for the 9 seed or the 10 seed. You know what I mean? He's trying to drop 71 on a team with Nasir Little, Shaden Sharp, like a bunch of young guys. You know what I mean? He's trying to bring that team up. Like he's trying to be. Is he the oldest? He's the longest tenured Trailblazer. Has to be right.
Yeah, it has to.
He's like probably the oldest player in that team. So like he's still putting up 40, 30, 50 like every night. Just trying to get that team to win when it's like you're looking over at the Wizards and it's Kyle Kuzma chucking up 25 shots. You know what I mean? Like Dame looks like he is the one guy who wants to win in that basketball team. Not even watching the Wizards games, but it just I feel like what you guys are talking about. Dame plays winning basketball. I don't know if Beal's playing it this year or the past 2 years.
All right, so
I can assure you, as watching him play with Westbrook, he don't play winning basketball whatsoever.
That's fair. You did watch him last year.
Wait. Where I got Russ? I mean, where I got Dame?
I was about to say that.
Okay, my bad.
When you talk about Dame and obviously after this performance, everybody I want to say like 2 years ago when Steph was hurt or something, everybody was kind of putting him over Steph on some crazy shit. But now since he had this big scoring performance, everybody is now talking about where he ranks all time and shit. So I just wanted to get y'all opinions on that. Where would you rank him?
We all have the same top two.
I got
no order, but we all have the same tattoo. Yeah, Steph and Magic are top 2, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so do we have John Stockton over Dame?
I don't. I think John.
I list my 10. Y'all want me to? I can list my 10 that I have. I have 10 over Dame, but
yeah.
No,
10 over Dame is crazy.
I have 10 over.
I kind of like Max doing it.
Yeah,
I got Dame like at
go through 10. Go through 10.
Yeah, I got Dame at like 8.
Thank you.
I got Dame at 8. I got 10. So this is in no order, but I have 10 point guards over Damian Lillard. First, I got obviously Steph, Magic, IT. I got Jason Kidd. I got John Stockton. I got Russ. I got Oscar Robertson, Steve Nash, Jerry West, and Gary Payton. Those are my 10 I got over Damian Lillard.
What has Jason Kidd and Gary Payton? Why
Jason Kidd? No, Jason Kidd is definitely better than Damian Lillard because first of all, the only thing that Dame does better than Jason Kidd is scoring. But as far as rebounding, playmaking, like the actual essence of a point guard, Jason Kidd got that over him. Defense is what that's what I'm saying. Rebound, assisting, and defense. Kid got that over Dame, and he has a chip.
I know
it was later in his career too.
I'm cool with J Kid. I'm cool with J Kid. Jerry West is my thing. I think Dame would be scoring 50.
Gary Payton is one of the. Is literally. Gary Payton might be the best defensive point guard
Jerry
in NBA
West.
history.
Jerry West. I might have Dame over Jerry West.
I still don't have him over Gary Payton.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Gary Payton over Damian Lillard is nasty as fuck.
Yes, that's disgusting.
I don't think it's nasty. Y'all,
they both don't have a ring.
Gary Payton does have a ring.
Time out. This is TikTok.
This
is TikTok. This is TikTok. Easy.
Yeah, Gary Payton is definitely over
Gary
Dame.
Gary Payton won his ring. Gary Payton won his ring. How Russ is gonna have to win his ring.
Yeah, it was late. It was late for sure. But
he was a contributor though. He contributed to that Heat team.
Gary Payton is one of the best.
He was a contributor.
Go ahead.
No, go.
Gary Payton is one of the best. Gary Payton is one of the best point guard defenders of all time. Probably arguably the best. He won a depoy before like point guards was actually doing that. And as far as so he got him on.
He did make the finals too.
Yes, he made the finals when he was the lead guard. That's what I'm saying. Like Dame has never done any of that, bro. So right now,
so you have a championship team that's missing a point guard. You're adding Gary Payton over Dame.
It depends on what you have, but
it's not the depend. No, because I'm not asking that because that argument doesn't always work. I do understand, but there's no reason I would ever have Gary Payton over Dame right if I have a championship.
But that's my thing. If you have a
took his team to the championship,
why would you pick Dame? If you have a team full of scores, if you legitimately have
good team.
But if you have a team full of scores, why do you just need to add another score? I agree. I would rather pick a defensive passing point guard over one that just scores a lot. You know what I mean?
There's no reason I'm ever picking Gary Payton over Dame. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's your opinion, but I don't think that's nasty. Like Gary Payton actually took a team to the championship with him being like the.
I'm not arguing that Dame is better on defense. I'm just saying Gary Payton over Dame.
So you're back.
For me?
Yeah, you're back. You're good.
Yeah, it was lagging for a minute, but anyways,
yeah, you're good.
I understand you have Dame over Gary Payton. I'm not gonna fight you about it, but for me personally, I got Payton over him because he took his team to the championship. He was the best player on there. He won a depoy. Like do you realize that Dame has no regular season awards? Like none of them, nothing.
I'm a Dame hater. I don't fuck with Dame. I'm a Dame hater.
No, it's really just really just the accolades that have him so low on my list. No matter how people want to look at it, accolades play a huge part. Like I was thinking about this earlier when looking at the list. Like I know these are two different players, but Charles Barkley was really him. But people look at him different, especially because Shaq makes him look like a fucking fool every time they argue on TV and shit. But everybody looks at him crazy because he doesn't have that ring. And I believe that if he had that ring, everybody would look at Chuck so differently. Like he was a great, I wouldn't say great. He was a good playmaker out of the post. His post game was elite. He's a 6'5", fucking 260 nigga, grabbing a board and taking the full length of the court, dunking on niggas. Like Charles Barkley was really him, but it's just the accolades of him not having a ring that people don't have him high on their list as like an all-time great. Well, people have him as an all-time great, but you know what I'm trying to say. So that's the only reason why Damian Lillard is like around 8 to 10 on my list.
The only thing he does better.
Latif. Do we all have Dame over GP except you? I would put Dame over Gary Payton. I agree.
What does he do? What does he do better than him besides score?
Huh?
What does he do better than him besides score?
What is
I debate that his scoring is better than Gary Payton.
Stupid. That argument is fucking stupid.
What does he do besides? What does he do besides score? Like better.
He's a significant.
That's like saying Russell Westbrook is better than Stephen Curry because he rebounds better. He defends like that. That's a stupid argument.
Stephen Curry's a top 5 offensive player all time. Stephen Curry's a top 5 offensive player all time. That's not a good argument. And Dame is fucking magnitudes better than Gary Payton on offense. Magnitudes.
Yeah,
magnitudes better.
Scoring, I take
Damian
Lillard's offense over Gary Payton's defense.
No.
It depends.
No, bro. What do you mean no?
If I'm picking for a team, it depends on fit. But overall, best player, I'm taking Dame.
Gary Payton has.
How is that crazy?
Gary Payton is one of the best. Gary Payton is one of the best defenders ever. Like you can name a lot of more people better than Dame on offense. You can, bro. You can name a lot more people better than Dame on offense. Gary Payton is one of the best defenders ever, bro. Like niggas was not winning depoy as a fucking point guard, bro. They wasn't doing that. He took his team to the finals. Something Dame has never done. Never.
Right.
Dame got it on scoring, but as far as playmaking, and defense, first of all, Peyton clears on defense. Like, it's not close at all. I'll give Dame clears the score.
It's not close.
Dame clears the score, but as a facilitator, I'm giving it to Peyton too. As a facilitator, I'm giving it to Gary Payton.
Anyways, Damian Lillard sucks. Not better than Russ Wick. What's next?
So I got him. I got Dame at 11 though. Like, y'all really saying that like y'all got him at 10, but I got him at 11.
I put Dame. I would put Dame like 9 or 10. So he's on the lower end.
So y'all got Dame over Kyrie all time? Because we did not mention Kyrie.
Yes, Dame's over Kyrie all time.
I have Dame over Kyrie.
Dame was over Kyrie, bro.
Well, y'all was just talking about rings and championships. This nigga Kyrie
played with LeBron James, nigga.
Championship.
Kyrie played with LeBron James.
Yo, so Gary Payton's ring at 05 that like has more weight than Kyrie. Like,
I do agree. I think if you put Dame on, if you switch Dame and Kyrie's position, I think Dame wins a ring and Kyrie's the same situation.
That's a dumb argument. So I hate that argument.
Sorry.
I'm just saying, if we could have done this, if Dame has had opportunities to prove himself, so because he has not taken that opportunity, I'm not gonna fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you have Kyrie? Do you have Kyrie over Dame or something?
I do. Yeah.
Why?
What do you mean? Why, nigga?
Who's better scorer? Who's better scorer? Because these two players is comparable. Because Dame is a better facilitator than Kyrie. He's a better scorer than Kyrie.
Okay.
So what does he do? What does Kyrie do better than him?
Bro, we're still talking about he won a championship. Y'all niggas were just putting so much weight on Gary
LeBron James.
Or you specifically were putting so much weight on Gary Payton's 05. And he was playing with Prime Wade. What are you talking about, bro?
I'm talking about when he took his team to a championship. I'm talking about when he took his team to a championship. Gary Payton took his team to a championship before he was on the Heat, bro. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about on the Sonics, bro. His prime.
You just put so much weight on him having a championship, bro. And Kyrie went to a championship. It was Gary and Sean Kemp and LeBron and Kyrie, and you act like Kyrie was just a bump. That nigga had to average 30 points for them to come back.
I didn't say that. But look what has happened. Look what has happened since he left LeBron. Not shit. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing, bro.
I guess.
Respectfully, he needs LeBron. But we don't got.
All right, and what has Dame happened his whole career? Not shit. What are we talking about, bro?
Yeah, but Kyrie has went there.
Like, what are we talking about?
So Teeth,
bro, you can't just give everything LeBron.
Where would you put Damian Lillard?
I got 10 point guards. I got 10 point guards over him.
But where would you put him? Where would you put him? Like 11?
11, yeah. Which 11? Is not crazier than.
All right, where would you put him?
Go ahead.
Where would you put him, Jay?
I put him. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not Gary Payton. I put him probably 10, Kyrie 9.
Max, where would you put him?
10. 9.
10. I got him like 8 through 10. I gotta look at it for real.
Yeah. A lot of the names you're throwing out there, he's not better than Oscar Robertson. I'll pick him over. I'll pick Robertson over him. I'll pick Kidd. I'll pick Nash. I'll pick Stockton. I'll pick Magic. I'll pick Steph.
I don't want to hear my John Stockton take, so I won't say anything.
That's a pretty common one all over TikTok.
I'm just bad nigga stinks.
All right,
garbage.
Next thing.
So coming off a huge win against the Clippers. We're talking about the Kings here. Kings are currently 3rd in the Western Conference right now. So how do y'all feel about the Kings? Do you think they're contenders or pretenders?
Pretenders.
Yeah,
they can contend. They just don't got it. They don't got it, bro. They don't got it on defense. Like, they're literally one of the best offensive teams in the league. Yeah, they need a wing. They need a wing scorer. But
I can't.
Like, if they added like KD or some shit, contender. Hell yeah. I'm just saying, like, if they just added this nigga contender.
So you think this is a miracle regular season run?
No, it's not a miracle.
No, not a miracle.
They got Mike Brown, but Mike Brown is one of the best coaches in the league right now.
No, it's like you know, like the 2015 Hawks who had like 4 All-Stars who were really good, but they were just shit in the playoffs. Like, it's not a miracle. You always have some good regular season teams. You just put it together and you can't do it in the playoffs. Huh?
They shouldn't have got 4 All-Stars. That shit was bullshit.
I get you. I think they had an injury reserve slot or whatever, but regardless, it's just like, I mean, It's a fun playoff team to watch. I love De'Aaron Fox. I just don't see a way where De'Aaron Fox is the best player in a championship winning team.
Oh yeah, he would never be that. But I'm just saying, like, as far as the problem with the Kings right now is defense. They have literally the best offense in the NBA. Like as far as point score, as far as offense efficiency. But on the flip side, they have the worst defense in the NBA, bro. Like literally, like as far as defense efficiency, points allowed, like they're like 25th and like 29th. So the problem with the Kings is, they also need a wing scorer as well. But I think in the playoffs they can make some noise for sure. It depends on who they play. Like I was talking about this earlier.
I was just gonna ask that.
Yeah, it depends on who they play.
Right now, playoffs start right now. They play the Mavs. So y'all got one in that series.
The Mavs. They can take it to 6 for sure.
Y'all just said that quick. Y'all said that quick.
No, they're not
Luka, that's my thing. They have the worst defense. You have the worst.
Hold on, I didn't say I disagree. I didn't say I disagree. I was just saying.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
This is about experience. Who was guarding Luka? They have no one to guard him at all. The best perimeter defender is Harrison Barnes,
possible, man. I feel like
that inexperience plays into it.
Such a bad match.
But I think the Kings could take like 2 games.
All right. Now let me ask you guys another question. The Suns. Let's use the Warriors. Warriors are only half a game back from Mavs, right?
Right.
Kings play Warriors. Who y'all got?
The Kings. I mean, my bad. That was my bad. I'm tweaking. The Warriors for sure. They have a championship experience, bro. They're not losing to the
So y'all got over Kings in the playoffs.
I got everybody over them. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it don't matter who they play.
I think the Kings can compete, though. The thing is, I think they can compete. I don't think they're like making it bad.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be like
so y'all think they're a first round exit, no matter what.
Yeah, they're first round exit. They're first round exit.
Now,
maybe they pull some shit out. Maybe they pull some shit out and make it to the second round, but they're not making it past.
All right, what happens if they get the second seed and they play a team like maybe Timberwolves, Jazz, or the Pelicans?
Sure. Neither one of them three teams. None of them 3 teams you just mentioned are making the playoffs. I just want to let you know that the Pelicans, Timberwolves, and the Jazz. One of them are making the playoffs.
They could beat the Jazz. I'm not gonna lie. I'll take Anthony Edwards over them, and I will take a healthy Pelicans team over them.
What seed is the Warriors?
Like the Jazz aren't one. The Warriors are the 7th seed, so they will be in the plan right now. But everything is super close. 4 through 13 is close. Like
I got the Warriors.
None of those teams want to make the play. The Jazz are 1 game behind the Mavericks for 6th seed. Whoever gets that 6th seed is going to be the luckiest.
It's all close for sure. It's all close for sure, but I think the Lakers and Warriors are getting in, so that means none of them 3 teams will be making the playoffs.
I don't think the Lakers are.
That's later. Let's go later now.
We do have to talk about this. We do have to talk about this.
I don't know why you react like that, bro. I don't know why you react like that, Jay.
He said the Lakers.
They are still making the playoffs, bro. I just want to let y'all know that. But we can talk about that later.
He said team led by Anthony Davis is gonna make the fucking playoffs,
yes, bro. I got a whole listen. We can get into that later because I got a whole spiel on why the Lakers are still making the playoffs without LeBron. But
yeah, what happened when AD get injured next year?
Wait, stop. That
is weird. Like,
get into that now. Can we get into that now? Just put this one step ahead. Just get into this right now.
Yeah, go ahead. We can.
Let's hop right into it.
Let me say my thing first. Let's see if you go next. All right.
Go ahead.
Can I go first? You can just say whatever. All right. So obviously with the LeBron injury, doesn't help him. With D'Angelo Russell doesn't help him. D'Lo will probably be back later this week. It was just a sprained ankle.
And then AD gonna be out by then.
That's the only issue. But at the end of the day, I think the Lakers. I think LA will sneak in as the 10 seed or 9 seed. And then if LeBron is back, I will pick them to win a playing game. So I think we'll get like the 10 seed, and you just got to win one playing game. So, I mean, they've been playing really well, obviously, the past 3 games as an actual team. Depends on if D'Lo comes back, but Vanderbilt stepped up.
Their team just changed again, bro. Their team literally just changed again.
Hey, they need a team. Dennis Schroeder to start on point guard and Anthony Davis. That's the 1-2 punch that's gonna get you in the playoffs.
Yeah, bro. Like I feel like no Lakers fans or whatever is going on in there. Nobody's being realistic. Lakers are not making the playoffs.
Hold on. Wait, real quick. How are you going to say the Pels are making the playoffs when you know what happens when Zion's out and they don't win?
No, I'm afraid. No. I was talking to Latif before the episode started. He made a great point. It's probably looking like the Pelicans aren't going to make it. Brandon Ingram has showed me that he's not a number 1 option and he can't take this team to the playoffs. And that's fine. We need Zion Williamson, but that's not what we're talking about right now. You just lost LeBron James and somebody who I've been talking about on this podcast. You need everybody was talking about the new additions, which is cool. You got Vanderbilt, you got D'Lo, you got AD and LeBron. But guess what I've been saying this whole time? Yes, these are great pieces. I'm glad you got Malik Beasley, somebody who can put the ball in the basket from deep. You got more shooters. You got people who are gonna play harder than the people that were on the team before. But guess what? You know who it actually lies on? AD and LeBron is staying healthy. And you know what's happening? LeBron isn't staying healthy. And I'm sorry, I don't want to say some weird shit.
Say it.
But I doubt AD is gonna be healthy.
Thank you.
So this is my problem with the Lakers. And they're not gonna. This is why they're not gonna make the playoffs.
And let's see, if you keep calling me weird, and as weird as you think it might be, it is not a terrible prediction of say that AD might get injured again this year because that's all he's proved the last 2 seasons.
That's what I said. That's what I said weeks ago. I said barring injuries, they'll make the playoffs. Obviously, they have injuries now, and I still think they'll sneak in as a 10 seed. That bottom is so close. You need to win a couple games. You need to win more games than what? The Jazz, the injured Warriors, the injured Pelicans, the Timberwolves. Like, I get it. Like, the Lakers don't have great chances, like, based on who's playing on their team. But the Warriors are banged up. The Pelicans are banged up. The Jazz suck. Like, you just have some teams who just aren't wanting to win.
And the thing is, bro, the Lakers know that
they're healthy, and they still suck.
The Lakers know that they need to go on a magical run. Yeah, I seen Dennis Schroeder post he got a YouTube channel. He's like, we gotta win like the next 8 out of the next 8 out of 12 games or some crazy shit. What the fuck? So they know all the pressure that's going on.
They went on a 4-game win streak this whole year. 4 games.
They are literally on a 4-game win streak right now. That's why I know you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. That was a pre.
I'm tired of being quiet. I'm tired of being quiet because I'm hearing y'all say this blasphemy right now. First of all, yes, LeBron went down. He's probably out for 2
They're not on a 4-game. They're on a 3-game, dumbass.
Whatever.
They're on a 3-game.
Whatever. They're 4-1 in the last 5 games.
Not the same. I won 3 games in a row, but they have not won 4. That's my point.
We are rolling
right
now.
The Grizzlies.
We are rolling. And we're going to beat the Grizzlies tonight. We're going to beat the Grizzlies tonight. We're going to beat the Grizzlies tonight. And we're going to beat the
All right. Chief, get into what you were saying, bro.
Put a ban on it.
We can bet right now. Man, what the
Cut your hair. Lateef, cut your hair. Cut your hair if they lose.
All right, a ban.
Cut your hair if they lose.
Yeah, you do it. You do it too much.
Cut your hair if they lose.
Anyways.
Wait, you confident. Cut your hair if they lose.
We are live
on this is TikTok.
I'm not cutting my hair over the Lakers, bro. First of all,
there's so much confidence in them.
Yes, LeBron is gonna hurt. Yes, but once D'Lo come back, we will be good. He's gonna miss a couple more games.
Why are niggas talking like D'Lo is the savior? Like we do this every time, and then everybody gonna be disappointed. And niggas gonna want D'Lo out of because there's so much pressure you're putting on D'Angelo Russell. Is he a good point guard? Yes, he's a good point guard.
Listen,
niggas like we got D'Angelo Russell. Like you making him sound like he's the savior. And the thing is, I want to go back to the whole AD is gonna have more pressure. No, go. You got it.
Okay, so listen. First of all, in the 9 games that AD has played this year without LeBron, bro, he's literally averaging like 20. He's averaging 27 and 15, bro, and 2 blocks. He's been dominating this year when LeBron hasn't played. That's fine. That's fine. First of all, we're not even gonna get into Russell Westbrook. He's averaging 27 and 15 and 2 blocks in 9 games. They're playing without LeBron. This next stretch. Let me stop. Don't stop interrupting me. This next stretch. We had the 3rd easiest schedule the rest of the way. We played some really bad teams. The next 10 games, we played the Grizzlies twice. I think we split with them. We played the Grizzlies twice.
No, 2 L's.
You can so fine. 2 L's. Two L's.
Keep going.
It could be 1-1.
No. We can do 2 L's. We can even do 2 L's. Let's be pessimistic about it. Okay. 2 L's. Then we played the Thunder. Shay's not playing that game. We're beating them.
L.
No, Shay's not playing that game. We are beating them. Shay's not playing that game.
I heard you.
Why are you saying?
I heard you.
Nigga, go damn.
Keep going.
Thunder, we're beating them. So that's so Grizzlies tonight. That's 1-1, right? Timberwolves, we're beating them. They suck. Warriors, if Steph is there, we lose. If Steph is not, we're beating them. Raptors, we're beating them.
Not true.
The Knicks,
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true. Y'all let me go.
Keep going.
Knicks, actually, the Knicks are pretty good this year.
You're not beating the Knicks.
I ain't gonna lie. If D'Angelo Russell is back, we're beating them. Pelicans.
Who do you think D'Angelo Russell is? Stop. Who do you think D'Angelo Russell is? It's people like you. It's the weird Lakers fans like you.
Stop.
Y'all put these unrealistic standards on these role players. You put unrealistic standards on these niggas, bro.
Pelicans. If Zion's not back, we're beating them.
D'Lo's not a role player.
Rocket. Exactly.
What is D'Lo? No. Max. What is D'Angelo Russell? Tell me what he is.
What's a role
He's
player?
not a star.
A role player is someone who shoots and plays defense. That's not a role player.
No, a role player is a person who has a specific role. It doesn't have to be
Malik Beasley. Malik Beasley is a role player.
It can be
Jared Vanderbilt is a role player.
No,
Dennis Schroeder is a playmaker. Dennis Schroeder is a role player. It doesn't matter if it's
95%
shooting threes or defense.
95% of the
okay, so listen. Then after that, we have the Rockets.
That's true.
So my prediction. In these next 9 or 10 games, I feel like we can really go 6-3. I'm not even
joking. You want to win versus the Rockets? Are you want to win versus the Rockets?
Listen, we can go 6-3. I promise you, we can go 6-3 these next games. First of all, y'all acting like this team is a team before the trade deadline. This team is a lot better. Like Malik Beasley in the game against I think the Warriors, where LeBron and AD played terrible. He had 25. Vandal has stepped up against the Mavs, bro. AD is going to dominate. AD is going to dominate.
Still LeBron and AD on the court.
Okay,
listen.
So
you bro, that's
like that.
Y'all keep interrupting me.
Bro. And that's
yes,
you're not.
LeBron is hooping this year. LeBron is hooping this year. But as far as LeBron does not play defense, right? He does not play defense. We all know that. So he provides right now scoring and playmaking. So I feel like when D'Lo come back, the playmaking is going to be a little bit back there. Of course, he's not as good playmaker as LeBron. They're going to put Rui in there for LeBron, he's a much better defender than LeBron at this point. The starting lineup I think they should be right now is Dennis, Malik Beasley, Rui, Vandal, and AD. Vandal is hooping right now, and I don't care if it's because LeBron was there. That has nothing to do with him playing defense because LeBron does not play defense. So Vandal and AD are going to be one of the best front courts defensively in the NBA. And then so we just need people to step up. I think Lonnie can step up. Lonnie, when he's played this year, Lonnie has been good. We just need Dennis Schroeder to keep playing good like he's been doing. Austin Reeves has been hooping the entire season. Bro, this is not a figment of my imagination. We don't play that many good teams. The Grizzlies going to be a fight. The Raptors going to be a fight. This going to be a fight. It's like I think we have a 50-50 chance, though. We're not just going to count them out the game. The Knicks have been on a roll. I think they're on a 5-6 game win streak, but they're not that good still. It's still the Knicks, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. The Knicks suck.
They don't suck.
I don't care.
They don't suck.
I'm sorry. Like
the Pelicans without Zion, the Pelicans without Zion have been one of the worst teams in the league for the last month. Just true facts.
No, Max. Can I get you to take back what you were saying in the beginning of the season when Zion was still healthy? Can we admit that Brandon Ingram is not the best player on the Pelicans, and can we admit that Brandon Ingram can't be a number one option? Like, can we please admit that?
Brandon Ingram's toe injury has been lingering, so I got to see him at full health before I make
All right,
dude, he's got a toe injury. It's major.
My point is though, bro. The Lakers, y'all trying to count them out, bro.
I see 35 every night.
People posting that eliminated thing, but bro, we can still make the playoffs, especially like Max said. Yes, because if LeBron is there, it's we. I'm tired of people saying that. Yes, we. Wherever he goes, is we. Like, anyways,
do we know if LeBron is going to be there?
Huh? Okay, so the next 2-3 I feel like these are the games for the next 2 weeks. The games I just mentioned: Grizzlies twice, Thunder, Timberwolves, Warriors, Raptors, Knicks, Pelicans. And if he doesn't come back, so let's push it to 3 weeks. We play the Bulls twice. They suck. We're whooping them. Belt to ass. We whooping them, bro. Like it's games we have in here as winning. We play we play some really bad teams. We play the Rockets twice after this.
I don't give a guy who watches the Lakers team. There's no such thing as the Lakers putting belt. Hold on, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have you stopped watching this team.
We just beat the Warriors by 20 when LeBron and AD didn't even play good.
There is no such thing as this Lakers team putting belt to ass to any team in the league.
We just beat the Warriors by 20.
I don't give a fuck.
First off, that's with no Steph. That's with no Steph. We have to talk about that.
Second,
I genuinely don't.
Cool.
I genuinely don't even
I think what you're failing to
I don't think you're putting belt to ass to the Rockets.
Come on, bro.
What you're failing? No, they're putting belt to ass to the Rockets.
But you're not putting belt to ass to the Rockets. I'm sorry.
Yes, they are.
There's no such thing.
Yes, they are, bro. The Rockets are terrible.
They're putting belt to ass to the Rockets. But watch
this. Watch this. When y'all let Jalen Green get 35 on your head.
Okay, I doubt it.
What you're not realizing is cool. You have the new additions and they have been playing great, but you're not counting for all the gravity that fucking LeBron provides.
I agree with that.
Now you don't have that.
I agree with that.
Okay, so
but Beasley and Schroeder and Rui can create shots for themselves. They don't. Of course, they're better when LeBron is playmaking for them. But those players can still create shots for themselves. That's why I'm saying we should have either Rui in there or we should start Mo Bamba and AD at the same time. Because if Mo Bamba's in there, he can focus on defense while AD plays offense, bro. And if AD doesn't have to play as hard on defense, he's gonna flourish on offense. There's not many players, it's not many bigs in this league that can guard him. He's about to get, bro. He's gonna dominate Triple J tonight, bro. I feel like he is. Like when AD has to step up, he's gonna do it. If he's on the floor, he's gonna play good. Sometimes he disappears when LeBron is there, but LeBron is not there, so he has to step up. I think AD is gonna step up. Like I said, in the 9 games without him, he's averaging 27, 15, and 2, bro. Like he's been dominating in the games that, like, come on, bro. We have some.
So
who's guarding him on the Thunder?
Let me say something quick. I get it. No one's gonna guard him. But in the past couple of games, AD's kind of hid. The one game in particular is when they played the Bucks
30 and 12
right
against.
after LeBron scored.
He just had 30 and 12. See, that's what y'all doing.
No. I'm just saying
he just had 30 and 12. What game he hit?
That was
when
LeBron. I'm saying
the
last time LeBron. Hold on. When he played the Thunder?
What you mean? Yes, he played bad that game because that game was all about LeBron.
I'm talking about the next game. The next game when they played the Bucks, LeBron didn't play. AD ended with like 14 or 15 points. I'm not saying it's going to continue.
0-2 without LeBron in this new Lakers team that y'all keep talking about.
0-2 without LeBron.
And since the trade deadline and the game, because LeBron still missed some games. They played the Blazers and they played the Bucks.
Yeah, because their new players didn't play. They were still
they played against the Blazers.
They played against
the Blazers.
They have 3 straight wins.
Yeah, with LeBron. LeBron, that's
they lost one game. They lost one game.
They've only lost one game since the trade deadline. They've only lost one game.
We're thinking about. I'm not talking about. We're not having this thing without LeBron. I'm talking without LeBron and this new look team. They are 0-2 versus the Bucks and versus the Blazers.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody, Blazers, they had everybody but LeBron. That's the team that we're going to be seeing, and that team was not a great team. That's my fucking point.
Thank you. Like I get what y'all are saying, bro. All the new additions are perfect. When you have LeBron on the floor, everything goes perfectly and caters around LeBron. So when you take that X factor out, now it's just like you know what I'm saying? Everybody has to fend for themselves type shit. So that's what I'm saying. But this is gonna look real scary now that LeBron is out. And that's why I'm thinking that the Lakers don't make the playoffs.
That Blazers game was a representation of what's gonna happen to this team without LeBron.
Yeah, so
nobody played in that game,
the
bro.
Bucks with they played the Bucks.
Nobody played in the Bucks game.
Wait. They played the Bucks without Mo Bamba, Jared Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley, and D'Angelo Russell. Their first game on the same
and they lost by 9 points. And they lost by 9 points that
game.
game. They lost by 9 points that game, by the way.
Was Giannis playing?
Goodness.
Yes.
Not even. They lost by 8. They lost by 8 points.
It was 115 to 106. I'm looking at it right now.
12 to. I'm talking about the Trailblazers game.
No, I'm talking about the Bucks. You lost by 9.
Right now with their hold on, did they play this game too? No, they didn't. So they won a game. So right now,
AD had 23 and 16.
New team, they're 4-1. When everybody's playing their team, they're 4-1.
But not
they lost one basketball game.
LeBron is not playing. You keep doing this record with LeBron, and he's not.
Are we not
playing.
like against the Warriors
without LeBron?
The Warriors.
LeBron didn't play.
What you mean?
LeBron did not play against the Warriors. They won 109 to 103. LeBron is nowhere on the stat sheet.
So they're 1-2. Where are you getting 4-1 from? I'm confused.
Oh, I'm talking about the last 3 games. I get it. So they're 1-1 without LeBron playing. They lost one basketball game. They won one basketball game.
And I think it's going to be a lot more losing.
LeBron James had 13 points. LeBron James only played 26 minutes against the Warriors when they beat them by a lot, and he had 13 points. AD had 12
still on the court, which is next topic.
Yeah, bro.
We're gonna argue about this forever.
Y'all keep like ignoring that.
Like, I mean,
whether
LeBron is a big loss.
LeBron being on the court changes everything.
I'm just saying, Zay's logic of they didn't play good. They didn't win games. They lost one basketball game.
Right.
They played the Bucks. The Bucks are the best team in the league.
The
Bucks are the best team in the league right now.
Okay, we're gonna see. We're gonna see tonight. Yours is gonna be a great representation of what's gonna happen.
Yes, it's gonna be a great.
The second seed in the West. The second seed in the West.
All right, cool.
I'm just saying how they play. I'm not saying they gotta win the game by 20. I'm just saying let's just see how they play. I think a fucking game coached by by Darvin Ham with AD in a half court offense, and Dennis Schroeder being the guy that's giving him the ball is going to be shit. And I think you guys
is D'Lo playing? Is D'Lo playing or is he still out?
No, he's out. I'm pretty sure.
No, that's
all.
Every single time it's not gonna be Dennis. Every single time it's not gonna be Dennis. Playmaking for him. AD can score.
We're gonna argue about this forever. So let's just watch the Lakers play. Let's just watch the Lakers play.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that because y'all counted them out already, though. Y'all counted them out already. Y'all already counted them out.
Okay. And y'all are saying that they're going to make the playoffs for sure. So I'm counting them out. Y'all counting them in. So let's just watch them play.
Yeah,
let's just watch it. We're not gonna. Let's actually see this team without LeBron on court, and let's just see how they play. I'm not saying they got to beat the Grizzlies. I just want to see how they play. I think they're gonna play like shit. I think they're gonna get
I have them
blown
losing
out.
twice. I have them losing twice to the Grizzlies, though. I have them losing twice to the
Okay,
Grizzlies.
I'm not. Oh my gosh, I'm just talking about how this team play. This is going to be a good, or how this thing is going to look like post LeBron. I don't think they're gonna look good. That's my point. And
we should just leave it. We should just leave it there. We should leave it there.
It's no point because
So
you're right. We got big enough sample size.
We will talk about this next week Tuesday. After a couple games go by, we'll talk about this next week. Or next week Thursday. We will watch some games. Let some games go by.
I'll eat my words if I'm wrong.
Ironically, still in a way talking about the Lakers on Sunday, we see that the Mavs blew a 27-point lead. I think there was some crazy stat saying like out of like 100 something games, they're like the first team to blow a 27-point lead and lose the game. So with the new additions of Kyrie and their new tandem, Luka and Kyrie, how do you feel about them dropping this game? A game that they should have won.
I mean, they're not defensive superstars. So
it just shows like
I don't know. Like
I don't know. They gave a lot of depth for Kyrie and mainly literally all their perimeter defenders. Like Dorian Finney-Smith was a big part of his team, and so now they have no one to guard anyone. I think it might have been who was it? Maxi Kleber is not there. He's their best probably rim protector, and Dorian, what's his name? Powell.
Maxi Kleber is their best rim protector?
Yes. Who else is supposed to be there?
JaVale McGee needs to get more minutes, by the way.
I was gonna say I'm not like completely yelling. I'm not like
he doesn't play.
Wood and JaVale McGee doesn't play. Not playing?
Christian Wood cannot play defense.
Doesn't get the minutes.
Christian Wood is shit on defense. But I'm saying
Christian Wood I've never thought of Maxi Kleber as a rim protector.
Well, you have to watch Mavs. I'm not saying I watch him all the time, but in the playoffs last year against the Suns, he was very good at protecting the rim. He's not like one of the best rim protectors in the league, but he's serviceable. And they don't have a serviceable one right now. JaVale McGee doesn't play. And so they had the White Powell starting at their center, and that's a recipe for L's because AD is going to drop 30 to 12 like he did. But no, though it's first of all, this specific game though, Vando had Luka in a oh my god, it was bad. He had him in a cage, bro. Like Vando showed he can play on the perimeter against the best guard in the NBA. So we're not gonna go back into the Lakers, but yeah. So I just think the Mavericks have problems at the end of the game deciding who's gonna lead the offense. If it's gonna be Luka or Kyrie, they need to figure that out. 1, 2, they didn't do something on defense. 3, Jason Kidd's not that good of a coach, so they're gonna struggle. I don't know how far they're going in the playoffs. I can see them being like a second round exit because Luka might get them past first round depending on who they play.
Right. I think this game showed me. I know that we talked about this previously. I kind of compared it to what the Kings were. Like they knew that they're giving up defense for sure. But I compared it to the Kings of, all right, we may not have the defensive pieces, but we have the offense, and I believe that we can outscore you. And this kind of shows maybe sometimes matchup wise that's not gonna happen. Like you said, let's see if Luka did kind of get, you know what I'm saying, caught up. I think Kyrie didn't play good either. I think the second half and Luka and Kyrie were playing great.
He had like 21, 22, I think.
You said what?
Yeah, so they would.
You said what, Jaden? You said Luka was playing what?
Luka and Kyrie were playing great in the first half, and then they just fell off a cliff. So I don't know. I feel like matchup wise, it depends, but I don't know. I think looking at their record right now together, what is it? 1-3.
Yeah, their record together is 1-3.
I think stuff could be better. It's still in the early stages, like you said. I think that they do have problems deferring to each other in the late stages of the game. But also, when people were talking about that loss to the Timberwolves, go ahead, Max.
So they're 1-3 playing together.
Yeah. It's not gonna get better, bro.
And you just said they're in the. I'm just saying you said they're in the early stages. So why are we freaking out when the new look Lakers lose one game?
We are not going back to that. We're not going back to that. And
I'm just asking.
And then that's the whole. We're talking.
They don't have LeBron James.
Nigga, losing LeBron. Like that's an L argument. And then you interrupted me for that bullshit, man.
That wasn't a good argument, man.
I'm just asking.
But
no, that was.
I don't agree, Jay.
I'm just saying it makes no sense how we can give them more time.
I don't know if you looked at their schedule. It's about to get dark. They got the 76ers, the Suns, Jazz, Mavericks. Pelicans. They have some tough matchups coming ahead. They play the Warriors. When Curry will be back. They play the Grizzlies twice. Play the Spurs, Lakers, Warriors. Like so, it's not gonna be. They're gonna lose some games. They're gonna, of course, they're gonna win some games. They're gonna lose some games, but like it might not be that. They're gonna have a tough. They have a tough schedule, basically.
They're beating the Spurs. They're beating the Lakers.
Maybe
this time around.
That's March 17th. That's 3 weeks away, bro. That's 3 weeks away. LeBron might be back.
Grizzlies. No, I think they can beat. I think that they can beat the Grizzlies. I think they can beat the Grizzlies. So yeah, I think
they have no defense.
Stuff can't get better. Like I was saying, they do have. I understand that, bro. I literally said that. Can I get into what I was saying, bro? Anyways, like you were saying earlier, Latif, I do believe that they do have that problem with deferring to each other. It's probably just kind of prove beat them wrong or something about how they're like both unselfish or they both need the ball in their hands and shit like that, whatever. But I think that can get better. So yeah, Zay, what do you feel about that?
The Mavs. I mean, that's why I was kind of surprised when I asked earlier. Like, I think I still do have the Mavs being the king, but when y'all said that like so fast, I was like, whoa, like dang, like and were you not like looking at this team, man? Y'all did bring up a good argument. Who is guarding Luka? But as we see, sometimes shots just don't fall in the playoffs. Like, I don't know if that's gonna happen enough time to Luka where it's actually like where it's not gonna fall like for 4 games that they can lose. But I mean, this Kings defense is pretty bad. I mean, I'm not trying to make it a Kings Mavs thing, but I do think that they definitely. A lot of teams are 1 wing away from being a really championship contender. That's my main point.
Yeah, I got a quick question. I think we talk not the exact same, but the Memphis, Sacramento, and Dallas. I think we talk about them as like they're good teams, but I don't think we have any of them going far. Like those 3 teams, who do you guys think has the most potential to win out of those 3? Is it Dallas because they have Luka?
I think probably.
I got Dallas.
It depends. Western Conference wise, actually just give me the Nuggets. The only team I saw beating the Nuggets.
No. He said between Grizzlies, Mavs, and Kings.
Okay. Sacramento, Memphis, and Dallas. Okay. I think we categorize them in the same boat a little bit as like good regular season teams, but we don't think they can get over that hump yet of being a championship contender.
Give me a Grizzlies.
So I just said out of the okay.
Grizzlies.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm choosing Mavs literally solely because Luka, and then Kyrie will obviously hoop in the playoffs.
I mean, we're talking. We say that, but then bring it how they're 1-3 though. Like,
yeah, I'm talking about in the playoffs. Luka turns up in the playoffs. Luka's a top 10 playoff performer ever.
I mean,
like he is.
What'd you say?
I said Luka's a top 10 playoff performer like ever. Like you look at his numbers so far, he's been in the playoffs.
Give me.
He's averaging, bro. He averages the second most behind Michael Jordan. He averages second most behind Michael Jordan. Not even trolling. Like he literally does.
Okay, just give me another playoff series.
His first playoff series. He cooked the Clippers twice, and they lost, but he cooked the Clippers twice. They took them to 7 by himself. He just cooked them. But they have 2 of the best wing defenders in the league, and he cooked Kawhi Leonard and Paul George for a series twice, and then he literally willed them to the Western Conference Finals by himself. He averages 30 points in the fucking playoffs. He's one of the best playoff performers ever because he's only been in the league for like 5 seasons. Been in the league playoffs like 4, and every time he touches the playoffs, he goes crazy.
This is my thing. You say the same thing with Pat Mahomes. He's like a top 5 player ever.
You have to go by averages. You have to go by averages. You have to go by averages. You have to go by averages.
If he never makes the playoffs ever again, are we? Okay. So if he makes
the
playoffs,
that's highly unlikely.
He's gonna be a top 10. I'm just saying, is he a top 10 playoff performer if he never makes playoffs ever again?
Currently, right now, he's a top 10 player performer, bro.
I feel like that's a great argument Max is presenting.
Huh?
Like I'm saying, like I want for playoff performers. I need you to win series. I need you to win rings. I need you to compete. I need you to be there. Jordan is up there. LeBron's up there. Like because they perform at the high level and they win. I'm not saying Luka can't win and won't win and hasn't. He's got to the Western Conference Finals. He beat that Suns team by 40 at home. Like great moments. So finish the job, get that ring, put yourself up there.
Doesn't have a team.
At it, I like Larry,
and it's a small sample.
But you still can't give him top 10 all time. That's the point.
I'm giving him top 10.
I'm thinking of top 10 playoff performance.
No, you're not. All right, hold on. I can name 10 right.
I'm saying me.
Right. Let's go. Okay, hold on. MJ, he's not better than MJ.
No, he's not.
Why are you thinking? Okay, LeBron,
Kobe.
Okay,
easy.
Kobe,
MJ, LeBron, Kobe,
Shaq 4, Kareem 5, Magic 6,
Malone,
Tim Duncan 7, Hakeem 8. Do you want me to keep going? I could probably name someone like what are we? Kevin Durant 9, Kevin Durant 9. We got Stephen Curry. Like what? That's 10 right there. Name one playoff performer that he's better than out of that 10 I just said.
If he's not
better than any of those.
If he's
and it's just a small sample size, so
I mean, it's
who's a
4
better
years.
playoff performer? Who's a better player?
3 years.
Okay, I'm not saying he never had the opportunity.
That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying.
That's the point.
No, I'm saying when he said I was responding to him saying the sample size is small. I'm saying it's 3 years and it's probably like what is it like? It's like 3 or 4 series.
But who we're saying though. We're saying the sample size is too small to give this broad idea that he's a top 10 player of all time. But I was gonna say, who's a better playoff performer of all time? Dame Lillard or Luka Doncic?
Luka. That's not a conversation.
Like I think that
Luka. How is he not?
It's a closer. It's a closer conversation. It's a closer conversation than throwing him above Hakeem, Shaq, Kobe, LeBron, MJ. Like
I mean, he's okay. So
the fact that those two are debatable proves that he's not top 10.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the
like
point.
Dame has 3. Dame gamed my team like twice. He hit it on the Rockets. Like those 3 moments.
Yeah,
I get it. Luka's signature moment is beating the Suns and in Phoenix by 40 to send him home. That's his signature playoff moment. Or the shot over the Clippers. Like he has those. Dame made the Western Conference Finals. Dame has game winners.
That's what
Dame put the team on his back. I'm just saying, like.
Well, Dame also has a lot. I promise you,
that's what I'm saying.
He's been to the playoffs.
He's played more. He's had more experience. If Luka gets swept one time, then it's even.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like this is the same debate. I know I'm not going to get into the whole football thing, but it's the same debate with Mahomes, where the sample size is too small. Yes, if you take an individual stretch, who had the best 1 year in the playoffs? Yes, you could throw Dame up there, Luka up there for his top 10 performance season. But at the end of the year, he went to the Western Conference Finals. If I'm looking at playoff performers, I want to see if they went to the finals. I want to see if they won the finals. You know what I mean? Like I want them to finish the job compared to just putting all these points up. Beating the Suns, great. Who do you lose to the Western Conference Finals? The Warriors, right?
Yeah.
They lost to Golden State in the Western Conference Finals. Like, I get it. The Warriors are a great basketball team. They have Steph Curry. They got good defenders. They have shooters. Like, it's a good team. But, like, when you look back at that season, you're not thinking, like, damn, like, Luka really killed it. You're thinking, like, the Warriors, Steph Curry had a great playoff run. He would, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm looking at best playoff performance of all time, when you think of this series or this game, this person took it over. Like, Steph was the man that entire playoff run. He was that guy. Like, Steph, you know what I mean? Like, that individual season was better than Luka's. So I just think top 10, I get it. We all have our own opinions, but throwing Luka top 10 playoff performers all time, it's just too small of a sample size.
Okay, so, well, maybe I'll say I'm projecting because he averages the second most in NBA history, 32-9, and he fucking averages 32-9 and 7-8, bro. He's him in the playoffs. My whole point was
nobody disagrees. I think he has a strong argument for like top 5 in the league, top 3 in the league, top 10 all time is crazy though. Come on,
listen,
bro.
So listen, my whole point was being that he's not gonna
admit when they wrong.
Huh? I just said I was projecting.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways, as far as them winning a series this year, no one is beating them clearly. Probably besides Nuggets, Suns. I would take the Lakers over them too.
Clippers, Lakers, healthy. All teams healthy.
But
they're making a good amount of teams.
Clippers, Suns, Nuggets, Lakers. I think on the top.
That's just because they don't have any. They don't have it. But I'm talking about like who else is in there? Who else is in a playoffs picture? Because that was like 5 or teams, something like that.
Portland, Golden.
They're not they're beating Portland.
State's up there.
He's not beating Golden State.
Memphis, and
I can see them beating Grizzlies.
You said they're not beating the Lakers?
Huh? No, they're not. They're not beating the Lakers with LeBron. No.
You're assuming if LeBron is there. First off,
if they made the playoffs. If they made the playoffs. Well, we were just talking about. We were just talking about a playoff series, Jaden. So yes, they want to make the playoffs. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I feel like you're still not putting it into consideration that LeBron is not there. So if they
were to get in the playoffs, he would be there. He would be there if they got to the playoffs.
Like that's what we're talking about, Jaden. Like, okay, LeBron's not going to be there. We still think it's going to make it. Like, just because LeBron's there does not mean they have no chance in the world to make the playoffs. Like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. AD, we've seen whatever you're saying, he's averaging 27 and 15. But like to win a couple games in the playoff series, I think it's a little. If LeBron's out against Dallas, I might give the edge to Dallas.
Not even a possibility though. It's not a possibility.
So besides me,
LeBron will be playing in that series.
Besides me being out on the Lakers beating the Mavs, does everybody agree with the teams that Latif just said, like the Nuggets, all those?
Yeah, I don't think Dallas is beating Denver. I don't think Dallas is beating the Clippers. This is all healthy. I don't think Dallas is beating Golden State. I don't think Dallas is beating Phoenix.
They were better off just
Dallas
without Kyrie. They were better off without Kyrie, in my eyes. To be honest,
I wouldn't say that much.
I don't think they're better off.
Their defense is shitty.
I think in terms of long term, this was definitely a better thing because now you have time in free agency and other trades.
You don't know if it's a long term move. Though.
Yeah, I was
that is
true.
Kyrie is
Kyrie might leave. Yeah,
Kyrie's leaving, bro. He's either going. He's probably going to LA, bro. Like no troll shit. Like he's probably coming back to LeBron.
He might.
But so like. This was I don't know why Mark Cuban did that. I said when the trade happened, like, bro, you're probably getting a rental. 1, 2, you just messed your team up. You gave up draft compensation, and then your defense is absolutely terrible. They suck. They have no rim protectors. They have no wing defenders. Anybody like we trying to say, yeah, Mavericks are beating the Kings, but that series can go to 6. That series can go to 7. If the De'Aaron Fox turns up, we haven't seen him in the playoffs yet, but if he turns up, we don't know what's happening. They have nobody to guard.
They can start scoring.
They don't have nobody to guard Sabonis. The Kings are the best offensive team in the league, so like that's gonna be, I don't know, bro. It's that series. Yeah. I'm not high on the Mavs, but I really think they shouldn't have done the trade. But yeah, I'm picking Luka over a lot of people though. Go ahead.
I think it's time to, I think it's time to pivot into the next subject. So we see Lamelo Ball. He's had some issues with I believe his left ankle most of the season, ankles, and now we see.
It was both ankles.
But mainly it's been the left ankle. Mainly it's been the left ankle this season, and now we see him get a non-contact right ankle injury. So first off, what is your reaction to LaMelo Ball getting injured?
I mean, the Ball family's kind of got hit with the injury bug, man. Like we see that with Lonzo. Now we see it with LaMelo. As far as like landscape of their team, I'm not gonna say it's a good thing, but like they can tank for Wembanyama easier, whether they get him or not. Just puts him in better draft compensation. But you just hope long term that that's not a injury that keeps coming back to him. Like, obviously he's an explosive basketball player. So, is that the second time he went down with an injury this year? Yeah, I would say yes. He's not a stationary basketball player. He goes off the dribble. He drives. He passes. He's a flashy player. You know what I mean? He's not a solitary player.
No.
Would you agree or disagree?
No, explosive is somebody like Ja, Derrick Rose. Like that's what I think when I think of explosive. But
I think he's a step down from them.
No,
I think you put him tier 2, tier 3.
I think he's multiple steps down from them.
I wouldn't call it LaMelo explosive. That's not what where I would use.
Yeah, I would call him more crafty than anything.
Yeah, explosive is crazy.
Because it's tiered down from Russell Westbrook. I mean, all them is like guys like
Russell Westbrook. I love Russ. Russ is not a tier 1 explosive player.
I'm talking about prime Westbrook.
Yeah, bro. I literally just brought up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about right now. No.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. No, I think it's. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Long term, obviously, hope it doesn't keep happening. But yeah. Do you guys think he's a bust if this keeps up? Or no?
What the
Stop, bro. See, that's the problem. That's
we're trolling.
I had to ask.
Nah, bro.
My reaction.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wait,
did we talk to Zay? Did we talk to Zay about that? Did Zay have his input on that?
What?
About bust Ben Simmons, bust Jalen Green.
I don't even want to talk about
it. Yeah, Jalen Green is crazy.
I didn't say Jalen Green was a bust. I say he's not gonna be good. But okay.
I mean, he's gonna.
That's basically a bust.
I think
it's not because.
What do you think his role is gonna be in the league? Because he's gonna stay in the league. He's gonna have a decent career. At least I would be surprised if his league career is more than 10 years.
It's too long though, because we did already discuss this. So
yeah, I understand that.
Are you thinking like 6 man like Jamal Crawford, or you think he's like still gonna be like a starting point guard for?
I think his floor is probably. I say the ceiling was Jordan Clarkson. That was probably pretty stupid for me to say.
That's his ceiling.
I said it's pretty stupid for me saying that last episode was pretty stupid.
Oh,
but I was
what the fuck?
I was pretty.
You said his ceiling was Jordan Clarkson.
Yes, I said that.
What? And you meant it?
I got emotional. I really don't. Jalen Green sucks. It's in my eyes. But I'm saying, no, I feel like his floor is probably Jordan Clarkson, a 6-man type, a 6-man type.
Okay.
But, I'm not that high on him.
I don't think he has the potential to be. What do you think has the potential?
I don't see like all NBA is like the top 15 players in the league. Never seen him being as that. He sucks on defense. He can't play.
I said all-star.
No, but JD said all NBA though. No, I don't see that. But anyway, especially in Houston.
JD was tweaking the whole episode.
Yeah, he was
wilding.
He was wilding. But anyways, yeah, about LaMelo though, he got it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was bad to see though because he was hooping for that. He was going crazy. Who they play? Who was they playing?
Detroit. Yeah,
he was going crazy against them. He started the game off 4 for 4 from 3, had 12 points in the early going. He was hooping. I'm really high on LaMelo Ball. I like players like him that could that's tall, can have potential on defense, can pass the ball, can shoot. Really high on him, but like Jaden probably gonna get into this later, but huh?
What did you say?
Just play basketball.
Yeah, he's
every.
I mean, yeah, he's a good. He's a good.
Thank you. That's what I said.
Yeah, he's just a good basketball player. I'm really high on LaMelo. And as far as young players, but nah though.
Plays basketball pretty well.
What I'm finna say, I think Jaden gonna get. I don't want to like jump the gun or nothing, but I just feel like he got to get out of Charlotte for sure. Like he got to get out of Charlotte.
I agree with.
That's the issue. That's the issue with the league, though. We can't just keep saying he's got to get out of Charlotte today. He's been, you know what I mean?
You want to be like Damian Lillard?
Do
you want him to be like Damian Lillard?
No, Michael Jordan really doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. So
he doesn't know how to draft.
I get it. I'm just simply saying, like, this is where like all these immediate trades right now happen. He got to get out of Charlotte. He's been injured.
It's like a lot of stuff that happened. Like I believe, if you want to admit it or not, Miles Bridges, that whole thing kind of fucked up the whole trajectory of the Hornets.
But he would have signed. He would have signed with Detroit. He was not coming back. He was going to go to Detroit.
Nah, he probably was coming back. He loves him.
He was a Piston.
I think he was back, and it was just like the whole chemistry of the team. Like I believe that kind of messed up the whole trajectory. But like you were saying, Max, it's kind of sad to see like the whole Ball family. Well, I wouldn't say the whole Ball family, but Alonzo and LaMelo get hit with this injury bug. I don't know what's going on with Lonzo. I don't really want to get into that because we are talking about LaMelo, but like him, like saying like it hurts to walk up his stairs still, like bro.
And the doctors don't even know what's the doctors don't. That's the worst part. How does it like if the doctors don't know what's up? That's a bad thing.
Yeah. And then LaMelo, we seen him have ankle injuries through this whole season. The person who had a lot of ankle injuries in the past was Steph Curry. So, and we see how Steph Curry is now. So he seems pretty fine. So I'm not gonna say like this is something that's gonna possibly ruin his career. I don't want to go that far.
Did Brandon Roy's ankle injuries? Was Brandon Roy's injuries ankle?
No, it was injured. It was knee. That was a knee injury.
It was knee.
Yeah.
All right.
So we seen players have ankle injuries and then bounce back. So I don't think that this is like a career altering type of injury or. Just because he had a string of these injuries, I think he can still come back. But I don't know. It is kind of sad to see. But I also do kind of agree with Latif about he should like want his way out of Charlotte because I don't know what Michael Jordan is doing. He's proved that he doesn't know. Besides being on the court, he has no business controlling a team when it comes to the whole behind the scenes or higher up position. So yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Tief. I think that LaMelo Ball should want his way out of Charlotte.
Yeah, I just wanted to get this out before we move on to the next topic. I think LaMelo should get off for what Jaden said because they can't draft. The Hornets drafting is terrible. Last couple years, first round picks. Mark Williams, who still he still has potential a little bit. He's still okay. But besides that, James Bucknight sucks. PJ Washington is a good basketball player. They had Shea. They had Shea at one point, but I guess they traded him to the Clippers, or they never had him.
That was draft. They traded the Clippers. They swapped Miles Bridges for Shea.
Yeah, so they had Shea. Malik Monk is not on the team anymore.
They had Miles Bridges.
Malachi Richardson, trash. Frank Kaminsky, trash. Noah Vonleh, trash. Cody Zeller, trash. Michael Gilchrist, bust. Kemba Walker was a one hit, but he's out. He's terrible now. They had Tobias Harris,
but he was great for the team.
Yeah, they didn't want to pay him.
He's small.
Gerald Henderson, trash. DJ Augustine, Brandon Wright, trash. Adam Morrison, trash. Like let's go back to Bobcat days.
Adam Morrison, huge bust.
Exactly, huge bust.
Yeah, that's somebody you want to say bust to.
Like as far as Michael Jordan being a player, of course, arguably the greatest player ever. But as a GM, he's probably one of the worst in all of like sports in general. I'm talking about owners.
But the thing is, you can't really fault him for Adam Morrison, though.
Why not?
Now we're not talking about this. He didn't draft Adam Morrison. Did he?
Morrison?
He didn't draft Adam Morrison.
Yes. Did he or did he not? Even
I don't think so.
Let's say
he drafted Kwame Brown.
The Bobcat.
Like, wait, wasn't he like the owner and a player at the same time? Like, am I speaking? Or was he like owner and a player at the same time?
Yeah, he was. He was. But I'm saying though, first off, Morrison was crazy. What school did he go to? Gonzaga. I can't remember.
In 2008, Jordan became the owner in 2006.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't think Morrison is a terrible pick. He just didn't pan out. Kwame Brown. That's not, again, I don't really want to put that on him because Kwame was highly touted. He didn't
draft Kwame Brown. He didn't draft Kwame Brown. I was trolling.
He didn't draft Kwame. He just played with him.
Yeah, he didn't draft him.
In the past couple of years, they went through a terrible streak. In the past couple of years, though, Miles Bridges, P.J. Washington, Mark Williams, not terrible picks. Not great, but not terrible. And LaMelo. So those are your, 4 of the last 5 years picks. Bouknight, that one sucked. I like James Bouknight, but he didn't pan out yet.
But were people, I'm saying, though, this is all hindsight. Were people really looking at Bouknight as a terrible pick? I don't remember people looking at.
Oh, I like Bouknight. I wanted the Thunder to get him. I liked him a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's unfortunate. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. But P.J. Washington, Miles Bridges, Mark Williams, LaMelo, those were all solid to good NBA players. You know what I mean? Like, those are good picks. So I'm not going to say give it time because you don't have the most time in the league. But I think just to automatically say he's got to get out after how many full seasons? They even have played a full season on the team. You know what I mean? So
I just think this team has no direction, bro.
Tim Gunn was drafted after James Bouknight, bro. Trey Murphy was drafted after James Bouknight. Trey Mann was drafted after James Bouknight.
Nikola Jokic was a second round pick, and everyone missed out on him.
I'm just saying, it's players behind him that's better. His players were Quentin Grimes was drafted after him. Like Bones Highland was drafted after him.
Cameron Thomas is the only team to make mistakes, though. That's what I'm saying.
But they have history of being shitty.
It seems like we're all in agreement besides Max on like if LaMelo should stay, which is fine. Zay, are you like caught up with something?
I think it's too early to say he's got to leave. Yeah, I made a video like 2 years ago on YouTube just talking about how the media, what is it called? Like it influenced super teams. I think this is a product. Like MJ didn't win his first ring until he was like 28. I think let's calm down.
Bro, where is the Charlotte? They have no direction. Where are they doing? What are they doing?
Okay. MJ didn't have a direction at like the Bulls. Like, bro, let's calm down.
But MJ was a superstar. Like
and
MJ
he had Scottie Pippen.
That's just an example. Oh my god,
that was a bad
example.
This is LaMelo's second or third year.
That's what I'm just saying.
Give some time.
But Michael Jordan
that's what I'm saying.
Was obvious superstar.
Like, it was obvious. Anyways, I'm just using that as an example. I'm just trying to say that we have to give franchises time to figure out. Because if we just say if LaMelo was to leave right now, demand a trade, it doesn't matter what fucking team somebody drafts. That used to matter. What team you get drafted to, that's where you're going to spend a lot of your career, at least the first few years. If he just broke the mold and just requested a trade 3 years in, bro, you could just be the worst team in the league and just never get better because their best players are just requesting trades, all of them going to LA, all of them going to these other big markets and stuff, and then now it's just 20 super teams.
It's not
like let's calm down.
It's not as many organizations that's incompetent as the Hornets. They have been incompetent for 20 years, bro. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but they've been incompetent for 20 years. No, I don't know if y'all heard me, but I said they've been incompetent for 20 years. Like it's not been not a recent stretch. They've been terrible for a long time.
They made it to the playoffs that one time against the Heat and shit.
They've been mid.
I'm sorry,
they've been mid to bad.
Not help.
That's not helping them.
To say they made it playoffs isn't great. But I'm just saying, like, to give up completely on a franchise. So what you're saying is anyone who goes to Charlotte, you're never going to help them. Then how are they ever going to get better?
I honestly think they're
stuck in this pit for the.
They need to get an actual GM that's not going to listen to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has too much influence on their draft picks. Also, like, I really don't think they should even have a team in Charlotte in my eyes. But the Seattle needs a team. That's a whole other conversation. Seattle needs a team. That's a whole other conversation. But I'm saying, like,
expansion.
That Pacific, like, at least the Rockets were good for a stretch of time. They're in a terrible situation, but at least they have like a semblance of talent. The Hornets do not have that. They are shitty. They
Kemba Walker.
They were in the play-in. They were playing too good the last couple seasons to actually get high enough picks to actually like change their franchise. So like LaMelo is a floor raiser. He got them to the play-in for 2 straight years. They couldn't get it done. They were like the 10th seed. So they played too well for them to actually get any good draft picks. So they had like
calling him a floor raiser this early is crazy.
He's a floor raiser. He's a floor raiser.
Okay,
He's a floor raiser.
When I think of a floor raiser, I'm thinking of Russell Westbrook. Like that's just all it is. I think it's hard. You can't put him in that category as a floor raiser because it's his third year.
Since he got to the Charlotte Hornets, he's made them significantly better. He's got them to the play-in twice. He's a floor raiser. It's not crazy to say because it's the third year.
Okay. Maybe I'm just looking at it different. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So,
my bad. Not floor raiser. Not floor raiser. Not floor raiser. Ceiling raiser. My bad. Go ahead though.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
ceiling raiser. Ceiling raiser.
When I think of, I'm thinking of Russ.
Right.
Anyways, I think it's time to get into the next topic. We kind of seen Stephen A's list about what players does under the most pressure to win a championship this season. So I don't want you guys to list your top 5 like he did. I just want you to tell me who you have number 1 smack dab on the list. Like who do you think has the most pressure to win a chip?
Who wants to go first?
I'll go. Nikola Jokic has the most pressure to win a chip this year. This is the first year he's a healthy team, a good group of guys. He's won 3 straight MVPs. If he doesn't win a championship this year, it's like, what are we doing? Like we got to have a different conversation this year if he doesn't win it.
Well, especially not 3. I mean, he's probably gonna win, but
no, it's locks. It's locks.
Yeah. I think for that Jokic one, real quick, just you go. I think for the Jokic one, I don't think it's about championship. I think it's just about he has to make the finals. He has to. I think it's just about not getting embarrassed in the second round, not losing in a Western Conference Finals in 5 games. I wouldn't say he like has to win a championship because Giannis, he won like an MVP and stuff before or back to back. Then he won a championship. I think there's no way he has to make the finals. He has to. I think if he loses to like a really good team in the Eastern Conference in 6 games, then you can say anything about his 3 MVPs. Like, yeah, he made the finals. He lost to a good team in the East. But if he just like loses in a Western Conference or even in the second round, that's really bad.
That's cool. I like your point. So, but what player would you say is under the most pressure?
I was gonna let Max go. I just wanted to comment about Jokic.
No, say your player if you want.
I don't have a specific player. I'll just go with what I'm watching. Paul George and Kawhi need to make something shake. They need to make something shake. They have they got the point guard that they wanted now. They have this thing, and I mean I can't say that they're healthy because who knows with this team. But they don't have like a long injury thing, and they just been one. They blew a 3-1 lead to the Nuggets to make the Western Conference Finals in a bubble. And then they lost because of an injury, so I'll give them that when Kawhi went out. But if they lose in the second round, it's just like was that trade one of the worst trades of all time if they don't win anything or don't make a conference finals with both of those guys.
Yeah,
I'll just go with them.
I'll take so. It's not my player because, to be honest, I'll say 2 is Jokic, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't think he's making the finals. I don't see the Nuggets in the finals.
I can see if you
when it comes to crunch time, I don't see the Nuggets in the finals. Whether it's whoever beats them, you can make whatever face at me. I'm not gonna. I was thinking about guaranteeing that they won't make the finals. I won't say that, but I am very, very like they're not making the finals. I'm sorry. Like
who's beating
them?
Not. Who's beating them? You're not high on the Suns either. So who's beating them? You're not high on the Suns either. So who's beating them?
In the playoffs, I will take Phoenix. I will take Golden State. I will take LA.
Golden State.
Fuck the Lakers. If they're not, yes.
Golden State is crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Only team I can.
That's cool. That's cool. Catch me. In
Golden State is beating them in the playoffs, bro. I've heard Warriors fans say they want to see the Nuggets.
I don't even think the Lakers are beating the Nuggets in the playoffs, bro.
I just said fuck the Lakers. Let's say they don't make the playoffs.
We didn't even say nothing about the Lakers. What are you talking about? Oh, Max said that?
Yeah, Jay just said that.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I said LA. I said no, Jay. I said fuck the Lakers, the Clippers. It'll beat them. Anyways, so I'm gonna say Jokic 2. Number 1 is Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant. He gets moved to a better situation, especially with the people they added: Terrence Ross, Darius Baisley. He gets moved to Phoenix. You have a 2 in Devin Booker. You have yes, Kevin Durant. I'm sorry, Kevin Durant has the most pressure on. What, Jason?
You like
How
you,
is Kevin
you
Durant has
named
the most pressure?
Darius Baisley and fucking what's his name? Like those were your players.
I'm saying
No,
as
you
a
definitely did, though.
bench.
You definitely did.
They didn't add D Book. They didn't add DeAndre Ayton. They added a bench because I'm not gonna lie.
Durant.
Without a bench, I hated that team. But they got a bench and they got scores off the bench and got defense off the bench. So how is it not Kevin Durant? Everywhere
Because
he's
he
gone,
has two
except
final.
for the
He has two finals
loaded Golden State
MVPs
Warriors
and
he
two
hasn't done anything.
championships.
Yeah, I don't think he's under the most pressure. Like,
He's not over Jokic. He's not over
Yeah,
Jokic.
no, I think
he
it's
has
Kevin.
some pressure. He has some
but
pressure now,
for sure. But it's not over Jokic.
Oh my,
though.
like no, like that's my thing. This no.
I think
With the Warriors,
I think Max. I think the better.
I'm not.
Hold on, real quick. I just think the better argument would be who has the most who's what's it called, legacy would benefit. Maybe I think that one you could put him number one. But in terms of like pressure, like they need one, he needs to get this one. It's not KD. But if you're talking about like improve legacy wise, you could argue KD number one.
No, I think KD. I think if the Suns want to win it, they win it this season. Because go to the offseason, the Lakers will retool, Dallas will retool, Denver will retool. Everyone's gonna make adjustments to try and do stuff. Right now, as is given, the best roster in the league is probably Boston. But like how it looks with everything, I would probably say with the additions and everything, I believe a lot more in the Suns. I think the Suns have, especially in the West. Yes, I'm sorry.
Like I said, last week, bro. You just said last week.
Huh?
You just said last week. I gotta see them jail. I gotta see them jail. Yes, bro. You said
we haven't talked about it. I'm keeping it a buck. I've got some weird belief in the team from wherever we were talking about it. I think it was
Darius Baisley and Terrence
Ross a couple times ago.
Darius Baisley moved the ball.
That's what I'm saying. You can't play with a five. You can't play five players. TJ Warren's on your bench. That's it. You had six players. Going into the playoffs, you need bench. I don't care if Darius Baisley scores 0 points. I don't care if Terrence Ross scores 0 points. You get players off the floor, let them rest, and put them back in. I'm like, having a deep bench is important for the playoffs. When's the last time a not deep team has won a championship? Depth is an important thing when it comes to playoff time. I get it, you want to play your best players, but when it comes to a 7-game series, you're playing all the time. You need a bench, you need defense, you need shooting. They added scoring off the bench, they added defense. I get it. It's not flashy players. You don't have amazing players on your bench, but you have guys who can score the basketball and can defend. So in order to put those guys around Kevin Durant and around Devin Booker, I'm not gonna lie. Like I like them over Denver. I like them over.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Max. It's funny to say like Darius Baisley and Terrence Ross moved the goalposts for you. That's all.
That's kind of absurd. But I'll let you.
I'm sorry. It's a bench. You can say whatever you want, but it's a bench. If you add a bench to a championship team, that's gonna elevate their ceiling.
That's fine.
And I don't think you could.
For me, the most player under pressure, I'm gonna go with Latif. I think Zay. Did you say Jokic or did you not go yet?
I said the Clippers in general, Kawhi and PG.
Oh, okay. So me, I'm gonna have to go with Jokic. As we all know, well, he didn't get it yet, but he's gonna get his third MVP. We finally see him with a team that's healthy. MPJ, Jamal Murray. But I also agree with what Zay was saying. I need to see him in the finals. To me, it's not really about if he wins, but I need to see him in the finals. But still, I would still say that Jokic is under the most pressure to win. But I also do agree with Zay's point. Coming into the last topic, we put out an episode last week discussing Jalen Green and all that type of stuff. And then now, as we see on Twitter, there's a lot of scenarios where it's 4 players and one has to go. Teef recently made a TikTok where he says that Jalen Green has to go. Out of the 4 players, it was Evan Mobley, Franz Wagner, Jalen Green, and who was it? Who was the last one?
Scotty.
And Scotty. And he picked Jalen Green is the one that should be cut out of all of them, which I do agree. But my problem was with that is he said that Teef, say what you said.
I said Jalen Green doesn't play winning basketball, and there's another player on his team that does play winning basketball. And I said Sengun plays winning basketball. And Jalen disagreed with me saying
That's not what you said.
What? That is literally what I said.
That's not what you said. You said this is what he said. This is what he said. He said he's not picking. He said he's cutting Jalen Green. He's cutting Jalen Green because he's not efficient. All this other stuff. then he believes that Sengun plays winning basketball. Now, my argument was, how can you play winning basketball when you're not winning games? Anyways, fuck what you said, because that's literally what you said. Anyways,
but you just repeated it.
What my problem is everybody on Twitter or everybody who wants to, I don't know, they want to sound smart with the, well, I mean, if you pass the ball around, you are playing. No, winning basketball is winning basketball games. No matter how many times you pass the ball, how many times you don't dribble in between your legs 30 times, winning basketball is winning basketball games. So you can go say what you have to say, Teef.
So what I meant was, when I say winning basketball, I'm talking about being an efficient player. And so when I was referencing Goon, he facilitates. If they were running offense through him, the Rockets would be a lot more competitive in my eyes. But as far as winning basketball, I want to reference a team like the Spurs. For years and years and years, they play. Even now, they still play winning basketball. They preach unselfishness, and they preach, we're going to play defense, we're going to move the ball around. That's winning basketball. Like, it's a philosophy. Like, winning basketball is like, we're not gonna be a ball hog. We're not gonna take bad shots. We're gonna find our teammates. We're gonna play unselfish. That's what winning basketball is. So that's all I meant when I said you can play winning basketball like these Thunder play winning basketball, but they don't win enough games because they don't have the talent level yet, or they have young players who are not like good enough yet. The Rockets can instill a philosophy of winning basketball over there with a new head coach, just a whole new situation over there. They have a lot of talent. And it's still a different philosophy. They'll win. They'll be competitive in a lot. They won't win more games, but a lot more games. But they'll be competitive, Jaden. Like for the Orlando Magic, they're competitive over there. They don't win a lot of games, but they're competitive. Every night, Paolo and Franz are playing good basketball. Now, Paolo is not that efficient, but he's a good playmaker, and so he tries to compete on the defense end. Franz competes on the defense end. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they play winning basketball. The Thunder don't win. They're actually a lot better than they were supposed to be this year, but they play a winning brand of basketball, and they have a player like Shea, who is just took leaps and bounds. But like, as far as the talent on their team, teams beat them because they have better players. But as far as playing winning basketball, they play winning basketball. When they played the Lakers when LeBron broke that record, they were moving that ball. Shea wasn't just holding it, and they were distributing it. Giddey plays winning basketball. Isaiah Joe plays winning basketball. Like, so that's what I meant by winning basketball. You don't have to necessarily be one of the best teams in the league, win a lot of games. It's a culture thing, Jaden. That's what I'm saying.
First off, Paolo shot in February. He shot 1 for 33 from the 3-point line.
1 for 76.
And your whole
1 for 76.
Point, your whole point of winning basketball is efficiency, and that is the most least efficient shit that I've ever fucking heard of.
That is from 3. That is from 3,
then 2. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So the Rockets from 2016 to 2019, would you say that's winning basketball?
What you mean with you talking about Harden?
Yeah, would you say that's winning basketball?
No.
2016 to 2019 specifically. Why not?
Because the offense was built around James Harden. Why are you saying 2016 2019 specifically? That's when they were good. That run with Harden, when Harden was going crazy.
Yeah,
they built that team around one player who had the ball majority of the time. Like, literally, like, his usage rating was like one of the most highest in NBA history. They ran that team.
Bro, real quick. They have one of the best offensive efficiencies. If you're getting ready to say this is not winning basketball, it definitely was.
They didn't win a damn thing, and they didn't win a damn thing. So my
you
whole
can't say
don't
that.
win a championship. Oh, so that's stupid. All right, keep going.
No,
I just had to interject.
I'm saying
that was a dumbass argument.
No, it wasn't a dumb argument. What I'm saying, so in reference to the Houston Rockets, they had a one player who tried to do it all for them, and they have any. So when they got Chris Paul, it was a lot better. I think that was like 2017 to 2019. It was obviously a lot better. But when it was just James Harden, and he was just, everybody was standing around waiting for him to pass the ball. They won games because they had James Harden, one of the best players of that stretch that we've seen in NBA history. So he can propel you to win more games. And also that team had a lot of defense as well. And like, but as far as them like going anywhere far, the teams we see win championships. The Warriors, they unselfish. They move the ball around. They have talent as well, but they play winning basketball. All them Spurs teams play winning basketball. You need talent, and you have to have the right philosophy as well. Like the Bucks, like they move the ball around. They play a tough defense. Like you have to have the philosophy and the talent. And as far as the Rockets, they don't have the talent. I mean, the philosophy, nor do they have the talent. But the Thunder, they don't really have they have the talent. I guess I feel like the Thunder and the Rockets have the similar amount of talents. But you see the Thunder being better because they have a philosophy of winning basketball around there. That's all I'm saying. The Rockets, that was not a winning philosophy. Is why they never won shit, because everybody just sit there and waited for Harden to pass on the ball. And that's why they went missed 27 straight threes, because they just all getting cold.
What is the winning philosophy?
I just explained it to you.
A winning philosophy is just passing the ball around?
No, it's being unselfish and getting everybody involved. I said it's being selfish and getting everybody involved.
Taking efficient shots. So all right, I don't want to base this off of because I have seen times where how can I ask this question? It's kind of
how many teams
so is Kobe? No. Let me ask you a question. A question, because there's a lot of times where Kobe wasn't somebody who was unselfish or he didn't pass the ball a lot. We see that Kobe had the ball in his hands majority of the time. So is that not a winning philosophy?
And
is that?
And I would say that was outlier. I would say that was outlier. Them two teams he had.
Okay, so my point is
the one team he had an outlier. That was outlier.
All right, cool. What I'm trying to stress to you is a winning philosophy and a winning formula is gonna look different for every single team. Like you're talking about the Spurs. You're talking about the Spurs who pass the ball around.
The Warriors.
And fucking
two of the greatest dynasties we've seen.
All right, cool. It looks different across all types of teams. A winning philosophy for the Rockets was Harden just jacking up shots, and he was doing it pretty efficiently.
If they would have had more shot creation and depth in that team, then they would have went. I think they would have went a lot further than they did.
I mean, first when we talk about the Rockets, arguably they should have went to the finals. They couldn't pull it out in Game 7 when they didn't have Chris Paul,
because they lived and died by the three. They lived and died by the three. That's not like they didn't take any layups at all.
All right, cool. But we're also
real quick. I don't think you understand, and I gotta go after this because Dining Hall's gonna close, and I need to eat. Besides that, I don't think you understand the Rockets offense, and you not calling them winning basketball is just a bad argument. And the reason why the offense was efficient, it was the most efficient offense. Literally, I watched like a video, one-on-one ISO possessions. Him and Chris Paul, James Harden. It was James Harden 1, KD 2, and then Chris Paul like 3. They had like 1.5 points per possession, which was the best in the league and like one of the best all time. They had an efficient offense. They played winning It wasn't your type of winning basketball. It wasn't the 2014 Spurs passing the ball. But you saying them could have got more shot creation and that would have led to that? No, because they did the most efficient thing. Nobody's guarding James Harden in a one-on-one. And what they did, they stacked the minutes. So Chris Paul and James Harden was always on the court. So when James Harden left, they did the same thing with Chris Paul. And it was a 3 or it was and it was the most efficient offense in the league and one of the most efficient offenses of all time. They lived and died by the 3. Sure, and then they don't miss 27 threes in a row. They probably go to the NBA Finals. Who knows? They beat the Cavs. They might not beat the Cavs. But you just can't say whatever. I don't care enough about that. Yeah, I'm just saying, what's it called? You can't just say they're not an official. They weren't winning basketball because they played the most winning basketball. Statistically wise, they played the best way you can play basketball. They did one-on-ones, and I mean, you can argue it may have cost them, but at the end of the day, if you rewatch that Warriors game, they should have won it. It was some blatant, ref calls that fucked them. And then Chris Paul also, the reason why Chris Paul lost. I mean, they left. That was half their offense. That was half of it. So
I have the best offense rating by a team in NBA history, like you said, right? So that was
that's a points per possession. I was talking about points per possession.
I'm talking about the best offensive rating by a team in NBA history, and I don't see a Rockets team in sight.
I said points per possession, so I don't know. I'm talking about points per possession. I can
look that up too. It's a simple Google search.
You can. And
I looked at most efficient offenses in NBA history. I didn't see the Rockets on there. It really wasn't an efficient offense.
I don't want to waste Zay's time because Zay does have to go to Dunn.
Hold on. First assistant NBA. And then they was really dragging it. 1 second. Hold on.
You good?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Cause y'all gave me Shaq, he gave me Kobe in 2009, 2010 and shit. But besides that, it was really outliers. Like
Houston Rockets, I literally see the Houston Rockets right here, and they're like top 10 all time. What are you talking about? It's on StatMuse. Go look up best team points per possession NBA ever, and the Houston Rockets pop up. At 1.21
I'm looking.
points per possession.
I just told you I'm looking at offensive rating.
I just told you I was looking for points per possession. So points per possession, they were one of the most.
That's two different offensive stats. Like,
you changed my argument. I never said offensive rating. I said points per possession. Like,
so what stat would you use to what stat would you use to measure offensive efficiency?
I'm just saying, in terms of putting up points, they did that great. You can't say they didn't win shit because half their offense fucking got injured during the last 2 games versus the greatest team of all time. What are we talking about, bro? You can't just say they don't play winning basketball because half their offense got injured versus the best team of all time. That's not a good argument.
My whole point was the teams that win championships, besides like outliers, they have like they play that style of basketball I was talking about. Especially the Bulls. Even the Bulls with Michael Jordan played that type of
I gotta go.
Well.
I gotta go. Wait, is my thing go save or is it a problem on my good?
Yeah, it's not. You can leave.
You sure?
Yeah, you good.
All right. I'll see y'all. Latif, you don't watch basketball. Houston Rockets is one of the greatest offenses of all time. Mike D'Antoni is like a top 10 coach of all time.
Hey,
that was a heliocentric office,
and it worked.
You
know, it worked. They didn't win nothing.
Just because something is heliocentric, it's not moving the ball around, it's not making an extra pass. So that means it's not winning basketball. If somebody is still heliocentric in that philosophy,
how many heliocentric championships win you? How many heliocentric teams won championships? How many heliocentric teams won championships?
Bro, what I'm saying is, just because most teams don't go by the standard YMCA basketball training coach, whatever bullshit that everybody teaches when you first start off basketball, just because you don't use that, you can still win using other ways. And now we see, all right, Sengun could pass the ball, do this, whatever, but they're not winning. So you can't say they're playing. You can't say that team is playing winning basketball.
I didn't say that. I said Sengun is playing winning basketball. I didn't say the team. I didn't say the team.
Sengun's not playing. Sengun's not playing winning basketball because Sengun is not winning. And you can't say Sengun is playing winning basketball.
He can't, bro. He can. A singular player can definitely play winning basketball.
Is a team sport.
Basketball
is a team sport.
A singular player can play winning basketball for sure. What are you talking about? A singular player can definitely play winning basketball.
A singular player can play winning basketball if it's impacting winning. And guess what? Sengun is not impacting winning because guess what? The Rockets aren't winning.
They don't run the offense.
That's the biggest outlier. My problem with this is because people like you want to use all of this type of philosophy and all this extra bullshit when it comes to like explaining stuff. No, it's simple. Just like basketball, it's so simple. You score more points, you win the game. If you can't say something is winning basketball if you're not winning, and it's just that simple. It doesn't need an extra 30-minute explanation. It doesn't have to efficiency, offensive rating, all this bullshit. If you're not winning games, then you're not playing winning basketball. I don't care how you do it. You can either fucking score like Kobe.
I've asked other people that watch basketball all the time, and no one has agreed with you. So it seemed like you're the only person that's saying that. And you talking about your roommate, and I don't care about your roommate. Zay didn't disagree with me. He brung up when we started about the Rockets, and I said that wasn't a winning style of basketball. That's when he chipped in. He never disagreed with me. But anyways, you didn't give me Kobe.
The people that you asked are your butt buddies. The people that you asked are your butt buddies and could be biased.
No, they're not biased. They disagree with me all the time. But anyways, so what other outlier besides Kobe? You didn't give me anybody else.
Michael Jordan?
They moved the ball a lot, bro. That was not a heliocentric offense at all. Like, what are you talking about? It wasn't. You cannot compare them two teams, bro. Not at all. Not at all. That Michael Jordan was not like how Kobe was, bro. He was not. Kobe has the most missed shots in NBA history, bro.
I'll give you Kobe. Well, we're talking about teams. We're talking about teams that won the finals. But I'm saying, we're comparing the Rockets. Hold on, my shit just did some dumb shit. Can y'all still see me?
Yes, they literally want a triangle offense, bro. That was literally built on moving the ball, bro.
All right, cool. My point is winning basketball. Whatever you got that. I'll let you have that. Winning basketball, it deters. You know what I'm saying? Every team isn't gonna have the same. You could use a fucking. The Mavericks could use the formula that the Rockets do, and it probably wouldn't be as successful as Luka just getting a bucket as for himself or Kyrie getting a bucket for himself. So I'm saying you can't say something is winning basketball if it's not producing wins. Are the Mavericks playing a style that the Rockets are playing? And you said the Rockets are playing winning basketball, but guess what? Mavericks are.
No, I did not say
games.
that. I said Sengun is playing winning basketball. I never said the Rockets are playing winning basketball. The Rockets are not playing winning basketball. Sengun. I said Sengun is playing winning basketball. So you keep saying that. Right, I never said that. I never said that at all.
We could argue. We could argue about.
That's literally a lie. I never said that.
All right, we could argue. Like I was saying, we could argue about this all day. I believe that this is something that the people in the comment section will have to talk about. So everybody in the TikTok comments, everybody in the YouTube comments, everybody on Instagram and Twitter, how do you feel? How do you feel about this? Do you think winning basketball should be about what Latif is saying, efficiency, passing the ball around, being unselfish, or do you think winning basketball should just be winning games? So that I want you guys to think about that. This has been a great episode. Zay had to leave, of course, early, but this was a great episode. We touched on a lot of topics.
Shout out Zay for coming on. Shout out Zay for coming on.
Shout out Zay. But yeah, this wraps up the episode. See, how long is this episode?
It don't tell me the time, but it had to be like an hour. It had to be nearly 2 hours.
All right, yeah. So this was a good episode. Appreciate y'all for supporting us. Appreciate y'all for giving us a lot of engagement in the comments, just asking questions or just rebuttaling. If you think that we probably made a mistake on one of our takes, I appreciate it. It helps us grow a lot. Actually, it puts people on recommended our stuff on everybody's recommended or for you page. But what I would like you guys to do also for the people on TikTok is click the link tree in the bio. Go to our YouTube, watch the full episode. Go to our Spotify, watch the full episode, and go to our Apple Podcast. I believe that's what we'll call it, and watch the full episode. This has been a great episode, and we're out.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it.